as I said, man, we got a great show coming up for y'all tonight, man. This next, I'm gonna let my dog introduce.
Well, they say she's from the world famous Gentlemen's Club, aka Magic City, and go by the name of Secy Redd. Like you own some, walk like you own some, walk like you need some, walk like you need some.
What's the biggest difference between dancing in New Jersey and dancing in Atlanta?
The money. They do, but it's different in Atlanta. Like, they like to showboat, and I love it. I love it.
So man, I brought you up here and I didn't bring you on properly.
You did.
You know, we got these strains up here brought to you by my dog, Terrell, man. He'll be stopping through in a minute. I want you to smoke a little bit while we're doing your interview. And later on, I'm gonna come to you and ask you to give me like a little review.
Welcome back!
Jack! Hey! Special edition tonight at motherfucking Uptown Comedy Lounge. Shout out to Rubicon, my dog Clay, man. Hey, listen. What we got? What we got, Secy Redd? What we got, Secy Redd?
Introducing our next guest, R&B singing sensation.
Hold up.
I said, introducing R&B, the general, R&B singing sensation, Tank. Really what, Tank? What's up, Tank?
Yeah. What's going on? Smoke like a motherfucker. I don't smoke. I enjoy secondhand smoke.
So I have a question for you. And this is the only thing that's on my mind. When we.
That's the only thing that's on your mind.
It's the only thing I'm
You gotta
stuck.
elaborate on that.
She wanted to know is that what he's saying? Fuck, right?
That's exactly what I wanted to know.
Yeah, he's saying fuck.
What's your sign?
Capricorn, January 1st.
A man's man.
Yeah, I run this shit.
Okay.
Alright, grown man business.
Hold on. Is that what Capricorn means?
Yeah.
You said it like
That's the goat on the top of the mountain.
I ain't know
I'm
that.
flying on my motherfucking mountain.
So look, man, I want to ask you this because Red touched on it. That record, When We. Yeah, that's so. I don't know if the word is risky.
To him. Risky.
How do you describe
I'll
that?
tell you what it is. In cases like that, where shit like that works, it's all about timing. Because had I been a year or two too early, nobody would have been ready for an R&B singer to just say fuck like at the end.
That's
you know
what I'm
saying?
getting
Because
at.
fuck, the word fuck is by itself. You know what I'm saying? It's not grouped in with a bunch of shit. No, it's just when we fuck. And then it's you know what I'm saying? Or had I been a couple of years too late, the word fuck would have been already played. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's saying it now.
Right, that's a fact.
Everybody got fuck in the song. White people saying fuck in songs now. Like, the shit is just all over the place. It was just really about timing, and honestly, I couldn't come up with another hook.
Oh, I want to stop you for a second. Hey, you over there squirming and shit? Like, what's going on? Like,
I'm high.
oh, yeah.
If I can't talk, I'm gonna say in advance that it's working.
Are you moving to start trying to get into like comedy or doing acting or just sings for IG? What do you?
Absolutely. Like, this is a multifaceted brand. I'm covering all aspects of it. Like,
Right, what all do you offer with that brand?
I'm coming out with merchandise. I am a little behind, but you know, just things end up changing around, and I'm cool with that. I'm good with evolving and going in the direction that is meant for me to take at that time. Does that make sense?
I'm sitting here looking at you right now when you say the merchandise. I'm looking at your lips and they glisten. You know what I mean? They're like.
Yeah, like
You know what? How about I ask you guys this? What would you like to see?
The lip gloss is winning.
Lip gloss?
It's winning.
Do you like that?
I would see your arch in your back.
What would I do with the arch in my back? Merchandise wise.
The product.
Thank you, Jesus.
So,
with the arch in the back, I would like to see some lingerie.
Right. Okay.
He be the nigga to highlight. Where your buddy gonna leave?
So you'll buy your ladies some of my lingerie?
You saw the lingerie? Yeah, the lingerie line?
I just might.
That's what you need. Maybe some.
man, I'm gonna ask you this, like, the strip clubs in Atlanta, they've gone through different phases. They've gone through I'm going to buy me a car on Monday, Friday to Monday, I'm going to buy a car on Monday, cashing out. They go on to these virtual dances. Have you been privy to be a part of the I'm going to buy a car on Monday era of Atlanta?
So I don't like to tell all my business, but I'm alright. I'm doing alright.
I'm just asking because I can remember some time.
Did you catch the big beach here? Be a member?
I just missed it. But this is like that.
That's how it
It's
is. No, this ain't the be a member. This is the PPP
It's
era.
something else.
Serious? That serious?
Pandemic loan money. So you getting truck drivers, you get a different kind of crowd than that.
Yeah. Some of everybody.
So let me ask you
Ain't
this,
the dope
Red.
boys no more.
They're in there.
But it's like normal guys going back.
Yeah, going crazy.
Let me ask you this, Red. Like, because doing what you do, having guys, you know, that basically are lusting over your body and lusting over you. Like, how do you feel when it comes to safety and like when you leave at night? Do you have any type of fear when it comes to that?
We have security and all of that, but as always, you have to pay attention to the surroundings. Like, yeah, you people pocket watch. So everybody should not know your financial business.
You be flexible
A little bit.
And what if you sit down camera guy in the back pocket with his hood about
He look like he'll do something.
I'm just getting to my car. He just stay away from me.
Ron, it's Marcus, right?
So carry a gun,
I can't tell you that.
mace, something for protection.
I carry something.
Oh, okay.
I'm always protected. I'm always protected.
Every car. You got God with you.
Smoking and choking. Wet and wild.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sam, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So, I'm not a narc or a snitching man, but how do you walk around with a bag full of, a box full of pre-rolls and not being worried about Johnny?
Well, you know, Clay, I mean, I had to come out here for Clay, of course.
That's Jump Street, that's 21 Jump Street.
Well, I mean, you're in the club. I mean, I'm from Utah.
I'm just asking, you got a license?
Yeah, we're from Oakland. We're licensed in Oakland. We give a lot to our promoters, the club promoters. I mean, you guys walk in the club in
It's
Atlanta.
How you?
Yeah, you're in the club in Atlanta. Everybody's already smoking. Yeah, everybody. You know what I mean? So.
Right, what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. Okay. If everybody, no, what I'm saying is this.
I mean,
We can find you. Okay, we know Wi-Fi. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, people know us here. We're a lot of the club owners and the promoters. They all know us. So I give a lot of the pre-rolls to the promoters.
I'm not talking about the promoters.
Right.
I'm talking about the people.
How they know us? Is that what you're saying?
No.
No, really, I'm sorry.
So listen,
Work on colors tomorrow.
what I want to do is, first I want to thank.
There's a validation process. You just can't walk into a record company that's putting up 500 to $1 million, you know what I'm saying, and tell them what you gonna do.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was about to say.
You know what I'm saying? That they like if they putting up that bread, then they gotta have some say in that thing as well. But in my case, they are
Without the art.
they are investing in something.
The art.
You understand what I'm saying? They're not looking to make decisions for me. They're investing in what I already do.
So what you're saying is they obviously love it. Right.
So when I went into business with Atlantic, they said, do what you do, we're going to invest in it. Period. Point blank. And so that's the difference in my situation and a lot of artists' situation. I'm a brand that's being invested into, and some artists are still in the space where they're still building their brands. So they don't have that decision-making power just yet. But you keep working, 2 more hit records, and it is what it is. You walk in there with your balls out. This is what we doing. All right, I'll holler at you. That's how it goes.
Now, a lot of people don't know here at Smoking and Joking, but Tank and you might not even remember, but Tank and C-Bone actually have a song together.
What you mean?
You said, fuck me.
Like I don't know who I'm with. You in the song too. That's at Morehouse.
And Ludacris Day Weekend. Yeah, y'all before that. But one of the things that I've always, me and my brother on the end, Pele Don Julio Jones, have had the pleasure of touring around this country and seeing you really do your thing. And me and Clay was talking earlier, and one of the things that we were talking about was how personable you are on your show. Is that something you set out to be, or is that something that you watched and kind of learned from other artists and kind of grew into, or is that something that you always, because a lot of artists, they can be kind of standoffish and, you know what I mean? But I've always, ever since I met you from day one, it's always been the same.
Well, I mean, it number one depends on your original personality, like what type of, are we cussing?
Yeah.
What type of motherfucker you are, from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, the success and the money is only going to amplify who the fuck you are, period. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I learned from guys like Genuine and Jamie Foxx, guys who come into a room to take over the room. You know what I'm saying? I watched Jamie Foxx walk into a room with a bucket of chicken and a Coke, you know what I mean? And just start passing out chicken and giving people sips of Coke. Like, come on, take a sip of this Coke. Like, and where everybody was, kind of tight, you know what I'm saying? He completely diffused the whole room, and all of a sudden it became about his service to them as opposed to them feeling like they had to do something for him. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it just shed a light on the fact that I can just be myself. I'm a silly motherfucker. That's just what I am by nature. So I never wanted to turn that off. I always want to crack jokes and laugh and talk to a bunch of niggas I don't know. Like, that's just who I am.
We got a whole song. You sung
I remember the song. Yeah, you did that. Nigga, I remember.
So after that day, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
But that's the shit I like to do, right? Because it's like, nigga, at a certain point, man, we cross paths or cross energies for a reason, man. And at some point, I may need you, you may need me, man. But from a universal standpoint, we gotta figure out how to be there for each other, man. I'm no greater or no bigger than anybody in this universe. I'm just playing my part in it and hoping to play my part well. You know what I'm saying? And as I run across other people with great energies and people that are playing their role, shit, I might want to connect with that. Nigga, what you doing?
I got a couple of those. Alpha and me and Tad and Bone, y'all been talking about. It's an election going on. Tattoo is voting for Trump.
Hold on. I never said who I was voting for, bro. Don't put me on that. I never once said who I was voting for. What I did was, I just simply put questions out there. One of the questions was, I don't believe in a such thing as lesser of two evils. That's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
I never once said who I was voting for, but every time I pose certain questions, I don't say no names. I never get a straight answer to the question. It's always just, well, Trump did this. I ain't bring this man's name up.
I'm not gonna go too far into the political realm, but without going too far into the political realm, you have to understand policy. You have to understand what you're voting for. Don't get caught up in this guy not having charisma, or this guy not having something that you personally can attach to. Or I wouldn't say it like that, I wouldn't do it like that. That has nothing to do with a person being president. Being president is about policy. What is the policy? How is it going to affect you and your family?
That's a fact.
That's what you have to be focused on.
Fact.
So
That being said, which rapper you
I can't tell you who to vote for. I can't tell you who I'm gonna vote for.
Right.
What I'm gonna tell you right now is that I know for 100% we don't have a dog in the motherfucking race.
That's a fact.
I know that for a fact. So the way this changes The way our economic status changes, the way the status of wealth changes for us is we do it ourselves. We stop being scared of each other and we come together and we build it our fucking selves. The government is not designed to help black people. There is not a black agenda within the United States of America, the corporation of the United States. There's nothing black in there. We did our job. We built this country on our backs and they gave us nothing for it. Now that we getting a little something, we gotta be smart about how we getting it and what we do.
I want to switch subjects.